All right, so how we're gonna do this is let we're gonna let these games sim normally until a team is facing elimination. When they're facing simulation, we're gonna enter into games. Hey, Belle. We're going to enter into a game, but still simulating it the first two periods and then the third period. But if it looks like a team's about to go home, we'll go into the game so that we can see the handshake line. This is a chance where you guys get to see some of those jerseys that I made for your teams. So we got the Bretts versus the Erts and the Samaels versus the Denvils. And we're going to just simulate, see what happens here after game two. It looks like the Samaels and the Denvils were doing the early game, so we'll simulate two games to the 15th here to see where we're at. All right, really quick, if you look there, I mean, yeah, they're both tied 1-1, so no one's going home yet. They're both going to at least go to game four, so we can simulate to the 17th. Let's do that now. Let's see who's going to be on top. And if you're looking right there, you can see the Denvils won, so they're up 2-1, and the Jarretts won over in the other series, so they're up 2-1. So let's go into this game to see if Denvils team can close it out. All right, we're going to sim the first period. Tied 1-1 from Eichel and DeBrincat. Let's simulate the second period. Still tied 2-2. Tarasenko and Draisaitl, the rare Draisaitl sighting right there. If Samael's team is out of this, then every other team has McDavid. So now we're going to slowly simulate the third period, see if Denville's team goes on top. If Samael's team wins, we will just let the simulation end it. There we go. We're going to go by 8. This sometimes is the boring part, especially if nothing happens. And if it goes in overtime, it's going to be really annoying. Denville's team on power play, a long power play, cannot convert. And Samael's team with Alex Ovechkin trying to stave off elimination, and they score an empty netter, and they will. Samaels save themselves from elimination there. They will get to go to game 5. Let's go over to the other series, which is my team versus Jared's team. So I'm the one who needs to stave off elimination here. So if Jared's team is up, we'll go in and see the handshake line, or my team will hopefully do the same thing Samael's did. So let's simulate the first period. Very similar as the last one. Tied 1-1 from Victor Hedman and Miro Heiskanen, 2 defensemen. Second period, my team, 2 goals from Erik Karlsson and Alex Ovechkin. Let's see if I can hold it on. In a simulation, I saw 8 goals in one period here in the third period, so anything can happen. But if it stays like this, we won't enter into the game, and we'll have 2 game 5s. I'm on power play, make it 4-1. It feels like we've got this on lock. I've seen crazy things happen, though. 5-1 domination right here. Let's see if we got another one. Nope. 2 game 5s. All right. So let's go to the Samaels and the Denvils for their game 5. We will be entering into this game no matter what happens, as whoever wins the series. We're going to do the same thing. First period, Denville's team, 2 solid goals, Sebastian Aho, Anze Kopitar. And it's going to be about the same, Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel, but 2-goal lead for the Denvils going into the third period. When it gets to the 2-minute mark, we will enter into this game regardless of what the score is. So I'm just going to really pay attention. Denville's team is running away with it. Samael with Austin Matthews. 2-goal game. They're on the power play. Long power play. Can't convert. All right. We're going to go in. It looks like Denville's team is going to be winning this one. We're going to do a CPU versus CPU game. We'll get to see Samael's favorite jerseys here. I might need to fix the camera. Yep, hold on. We're going to do Drew broadcast. All right, face off at center ice. McDavid wins the face-off. Only 58 seconds left. Are they going to pour some salt in the wound here? Cale Makar gives it to McDavid. 47 seconds left. Josi moves it to Kucherov, and oh my goodness, 5-2. Kucherov felt like making it a little bit worse for Samael here. You can hear, this is at the Samael Stadium, and the fans are not happy. Ooh, Patrick Kane, big save. Oh my gosh, what was that? Patrick Kane giving it to McDavid. Let's just end it. 3, 2, 1, and that is it. Denville's team is moving on to the second round. There's the handshake line. I tried to make the captains of the teams that you guys prefer, so you can see Kucherov's the captain of Denville's team. Next, we're going to go into me and Jared's Game 5. Let's do it. All right, Game 5, winner take all. Out of the first period, Alex Ovechkin puts me up 1-0. Here we go, second period. Nothing happens, still 1-0. So very tight defensive game. Let's see what happens here in the third. And again, like I told you, 8 goals have happened in this simulation for me. Ooh, Johnny Gaudreau and Connor McDavid putting Jared up, coming up clutch there in the third. And Connor McDavid again. And Cale Makar. Oh boy, we fell apart here. We dominated that Game 4, but not looking too good here. Thanks, Mark Stone, making it a little bit closer. All right. Oh, feels just disgusting. The Panthers going up against the Night-style team jersey. What a horrible, horrible result. Oh. Maybe I should have just played as myself. Could have got myself the 5-4 win. Put it on rookie mode. Oh, Jack Hughes, we pulled the goalie. Horrible idea, in my opinion. All right, McDavid versus McDavid, and McDavid wins the faceoff. Kaprizov shoots. Ooh, could have got that rebound there. Ovechkin was sitting right there at the net. Cale Makar doesn't like that. Roman Josi shoots it, and it's deflected, but stopped by. I think they've got Vasilevsky. McDavid shoots, and Vasilevsky swallows it up, making this simulation take this much longer. Look at Pasternak. He's got like the black cross-angle tape. Looks horrible. It probably looks okay on the Boston jerseys, but on the Panther-style jersey, it looks terrible. So both the away teams are going to win here. Kaprizov trying to do it all by himself down here. He's still got it. Pasternak shoots, looking for the deflection there, and Vasilevsky wants us to have one more stoppage here. And there it is. Just disgusting. What a horrible display right here that we're seeing. Now you can know it's not rigged, at least. I would never let this happen if it was rigged. Alright, so that means me and Samael's team will be the 10th and 9th pick. I believe my team finished higher in the standings. I'll have to check that later to confirm it. But that means I will be picking 9th. Samael will be picking 10th. Let's go on to the second round. All right, for the second round, we shouldn't be on my team because I'm out. We've got the Cass versus the Jarretts, the Brandos versus the Denvilles, and then the Tysons versus the Johns, and the Ethans versus the Nolans. Let's make sure we don't miss any games. Looks like this is the early game. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to simulate at least the first 2 games, go into any games that are potentially going to be series clinchers so we can see the handshake line. So that means we're going to simulate up to the 26th. Let me confirm that. Yeah, we got the Casses and these. It's always going to be 2 of the same teams. You can see Ethan here. Yeah, 26. Yep, okay. Let's do it. I'm going to simulate to game 3 here of the Ethans and the Nolans and the Casses and the Jarretts. No, it's the Brandos and the Devils. Ooh, we can already see there, Ethan's up 2-0, and Jarrett's up 2-0 on Cass. Oh my. Let's do this one first, Ethan and Nolan. On the other series, you can see Tyson and John tied up 1-1, and Denville up 2-0. That'd be a big upset. I mean, Jarrett versus Cass is a big upset. All right, let's do this one first. Ethan versus Nolan. First period, nothing happens. Second period, Ethan's up 1-0, looking for that sweep. Again, this would be the road team winning. Victor Arvidsson, clutch goal there, tying the game up. If this goes in OT, we'll have to watch just a painful amount of gameplay here. Come on, someone score. Oh, goodness. I really hope this doesn't go on too long. I never had any of these games. I was doing a lot of testing. I never had any one of these games go into a second overtime. But I don't like this being the determining factor for a win. I actually had one simulation where we went to a game and both teams scored in this period right here. So one team, so if he scored right there and Nolan's team scored right after that, that would have been what happened in one of the test simulations. All right, Kaprizov giving it to Makar. They're trying to stave off elimination. If they score here, they will have done it. Mark Stone walks right in. Vasilevsky with a big save. Oh, McDavid, closing seconds. Sorokin with that big save with the Islanders. Stuff not matching very well with the Predators look at all. Oh, one more chance. Josi giving it to Kane. Oh, big save by Sorokin. Another McDavid versus McDavid face-off. And that will be it for regulation. We're going to have to go into overtime. Semi-pro, normally someone scores. I mean, we already saw one goal with Kucherov with that one goal. So it should happen. We're not going to sit here through 4 or 5 overtimes. This would be another home team being eliminated, which seems to be the theme so far. McDavid with an odd choice there, just to dump it deep, but very unnecessary. Let's see what Nolan's team does. McDavid thought he saw an opening. Vasilevsky says, nope, got that in the glove. Here's Victor Arvidsson. He scored the only goal so far for the Predators in this game, or the Nolans. He tried to do it again with that fancy dangle. McDavid and Matthews in the face-off circle. Matthews wins it. Uh-oh. Nolan's team took a penalty there. Ooh, and it was Connor McDavid who took the penalty. I think he's got a very high discipline rating in this game, so that's a little odd. They win the face-off, and the most important part of the power play. Ovechkin winds and fires, and that was deflected, but still stopped. Kaprizov brings it. What? Did you see that? Unbelievable. And Crosby's trying to get it back into the zone, having some trouble. Some good forecheck from the Nolans there. This is Alex Ovechkin who will bring it into the zone. Does a spinorama that clearly was intentional. Crosby walks right in, and Sorokin comes up with another big stop on Crosby there. Whew. All right. Adam Fox giving it to Rasmus Dahlin. They're going to break out, try to extend the series. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called. It said round, but that's not wouldn't be true. Ooh, Victor Arvidsson walks right in and he scores. Victor Arvidsson scores 2 goals in this game and keeps the Nolans in it. What a clutch player. He should be celebrating, but there he is in the back of the celebration, even though technically at the start of it he was in the middle. The Brandos and the Denvils. All right, let's see. It's Denville who's up 2-0, trying to upset the Brandos here. No score after the first period. 7-goal period there, and Denville's up 5-2. Can Brandon come back? He's got to get 3 goals in 20 minutes. He gets 1. Kaprizov there. Upa Huberto makes it 6-3. Still a 3-goal game. It looks to be in hand. Closing in here on the final minutes. Denville scored 1 more, and I came in with 18 seconds to try to make the simulation quick. So unfortunately, Brandon, it looks like your team is going home way earlier than I would have predicted. So far, this has been nothing like the other simulations. But those teams didn't have all 14, so that's to be surprised. I mean, that's not to be a surprise. And there there we are. The Devils officially upset the Brandos and are moving on to the semifinals. We'll get to see Kucherov shake hands. I believe maybe Cale Makar, the captain for Brandon's team. Yep. So unlike Ethan's team, Denville's team finishes off the sweep, and they are moving on. We are moving on to the next game. All right, now the Jarretts are going to try to upset the Casses. First period, no score. Second period, Cass is up 1-0 with a Jason Robertson goal. Jarrett's team ties it up here early in the third. They do it again, 2 power play goals, so bad penalty killing there from Cass's team. But Cale Makar ties it up. Please not another overtime. Come on, guys, let's put something on the board here. Jarrett's team puts one up. All right, well, Jarrett's team might close it off. I've seen goals happen, though, so we'll see what happens here. Jack Eichel wins that opening faceoff. There's only 46 seconds left. Doogie Hamilton gives it to Jack Eichel. Back to Huberdeau. Jack Eichel scores to make sure the Casses are eliminated. This is another huge upset. I don't know if I would say it's bigger than the other one, but it's pretty big. And once again, Jarrett's team is moving on. They are into the semifinals. Potentially could be them and the Devils. They will not face each other because they're both lower seeds in the semifinals. But there could be a final matchup. All right, the other series was tied 1-1, so I don't think we have anything to worry about that one. Yeah, Tyson and the Johns. Well, let's see who wins this one. It is the Johns. All right, so let's go to Ethan and Nolan, see if Ethan can close it out for it. Nolan will extend the series once again. Starting off good for the Nolans, a 2-0 lead with Pasternak and Ovechkin. Ethan's team gets 1 from Austin Matthews. We are going into the third period with it being a 1-goal game. Hopefully, it does not go into overtime. Kaprizov helps that dream potentially come a reality, and Matthews, having a great game, puts up a second for Ethan's team. 4 minutes left. 3-2. Are we going to see a game 5? Yes. Nolan's team stays off elimination again. Fortunately, this time for us, it was in regulation. All right, we're going to see if John's team can finish the job against Tyson. First period, 1-1. We got goals from Pasternak and Kucherov. Second period, John's team went off. Chuck, Kucherov, Matthews. So now Tyson's team is going to have to mount a massive comeback. But Rasmus Dahlin makes it a 4-goal game. It looks like it's going to be all over for Tyson's team. He'll get to see his powder blues jerseys in this one because he's the home team. Connor McDavid has another one. Ovechkin puts a consolation goal in there. So it looks like the Johns are going to be moving on. They will face either the Devils or the Jarretts, depending on the outcome of the other series. The only thing wrong with the Pittsburgh powder blue jerseys is the shoulders. You can see it has a straight cut there. On the actual jersey, it's more rounded, but that wasn't really an option with the triple stripe thing. So the Chicago jerseys are exactly the same. It fortunately had all those options. Kaprizov trying to see if he can make it a 3-goal game with 30 seconds. And that will be it. John's team is moving on to the semifinals. Now, Chris Letang, the captain of Tyson's team, of course. All the playoff beards are getting longer. We only got one more game for round 2 here. That is Ethan and Nolan's team. Ethan has had a chance to finish off the series of 2 games. Nolan's team won both times. Can he win 3 in a row, or will Ethan's team finally get it together? 2-1 with the Nolans. Kaprizov, Matthews for his team, Crosby for Ethan. Second period, Ethan's team ties it up. Mark Stone makes it 2-2. We're going into the third period. This has been probably the tightest series I've seen in one of the Sims. I had one where every game was going to overtime. That's why I was so over the simming. Come on, Nolan's team. Can you do it? No. We're going to have to probably see this be done in overtime. Oh, Ethan's team with a late goal. They scored another one. Oh, no. It looks like that's going to be it for the Nolans. Ethan's team had 2 chances to finish them off, and it looks like they're going to actually come through this time. Nolan's team had a valiant effort to put up, but Ethan's team is going to be moving on here. Oh. Pasternak, if he can score here, it could be interesting, but cannot get through the defense. They pulled the goalie. They need to regain control of the puck here. Victor Arvidsson. Kucherov, save there. Ovechkin grabs the loose puck. Arvidsson trying to get to the center of the ice. Pasternak, big shot, but a bigger save. Connor McDavid throws it up to Pasternak. They need to get it out of the zone. Josi, they're still in their own zone. The Nolan's trying to regain that puck, but now he shoots it. It's blocked. 20 seconds is probably not going to happen, but they've got the puck. They get up quick. They can score one. McDavid, this is the person you want to have the puck on his stick. Moving in, gets around one, gives it to Victor Arvidsson to Kucherov. McDavid scores. It's a 1-goal game with 6 seconds left. Connor McDavid, he picked up the rebound right in front of the net and tucked it right under the shoulder in the crossbar. Only his 4th goal for the Nolans in the playoffs. They're going to have to win this face-off real quick, run it up. They started with a goalie in the net. They should have pulled him. But the Dallas Ethans win it, the face-off, and with that, they are going to win the series. 4-3, the final score. That one was kind of exciting. The final game of the second round. We have 2 more rounds to go after this one, and the Ethans will be a part of that. Alright, so we're down to 4 teams. It'll be the Ethan and the Devils versus the Johns and the Jarretts, the 2 J teams. Alright, let's see. Make sure. And you guys know the drill. We're going to simulate the first 2 games right away. Go into game 3 if it's a 2-0 series lead, and potentially see some handshakes. Real quick here, Ethan's team up 2-0 on Denville's team, and Jared's team up 2-0. They continue to pummel through all opponents that I wouldn't have expected them to beat. Let's first go into Ethan and Denville, see if Ethan's team can actually get it done in a game 3 here. Tied 1-1 with Patrick Kane and Sidney Crosby getting on the board. Still 1-1. Here we go into the third period. Can someone deliver a game winner? Roman Josi and Sidney Crosby quickly make it a 2-goal lead here going into the third period. The second half of the third period. Can Denville's team mount a comeback here in the closing minutes? It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're going to enter into the simulation. It looks like Ethan's team is going to be moving on to the championship. Ethan's team quickly regains control of the puck. Huberto, just a horrible decision there. Typical of his play right there. Cale Makar throws it in. Huberto can't finish. He's a terrible finisher. He doesn't know how to put the puck in the net. Denville's team is pulling the goalie. Gives it to Donnie Gaudreau. Rebound. Can't put it in the net. Ooh, almost a bad turnover there. Dallas's Ethan's team having trouble getting out of their zone. They still have a 2-goal lead. There's only 12 seconds left. Brad Marchand shoots it wide, but they regain control of the puck. There's only 5 seconds left. They're going to need a miracle, and it looks like that is not going to happen. Ethan's team is going to move on to the championship. They'll be one of the teams that potentially will actually have McDavid on their team, assuming that's who you want to take number 1. And I believe Miro Heiskanen is Ethan's captain. We'll get to find out right here. Yep, Miro Heiskanen. saying goodbye to Nikita Kucherov. All right, so Jarrett's team is looking for the sweep. You can look at his playoff record there. Incredible, 8-2. All right, first period, John's team up 2-0. He's trying to stave off elimination here, so that's a good start. Now he's got a 3-goal lead. Great showing. You can see Mason Matthews, Quinn Hughes, Matthew Tkachuk with a shorty. There, 2 shorthand goals in this period. Let's go to the third. Let's see if John can close it out to extend it to a game 4. Well, so far so good. We're closing in on that 10-minute mark. Jarrett's team has yet to get any sort of comeback. There's Mitch Marner with a power play goal, but quickly Matthew Tkachuk makes it a 3-goal game once again. And that will do it. We're going to a game 4. This is the only series going on, so we can just quickly simulate to that. Jarrett's team gets a second chance to eliminate John, this time on the road, which seems to be the favorable option, and it's a good start. 2 power play goals from McDavid and Patrick Kane. Still a 2-goal lead. Kucherov and Huberto get goals in this period. Let's see if Jarrett can close it off. Good start there. Drew Doughty making it a 3-goal game. John's team not looking like it's going to go well. It looks like Jarrett's going to be facing off against Ethan. All right, let's go in. It's going to be kind of like a rematch of the Western Conference Finals here, since Ethan's team is Dallas. Obviously, players completely different. Connor McDavid throws it to the corner, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. It is going to be the Jarretts versus the Ethan, going for the #1 overall pick in the RHL fantasy draft. And this is the first time Jarrett's team has been in any of these simulations, because he was the last one to submit his roster, so I haven't had a chance to test his yet, and looks like he did a pretty darn good job picking his players. I mean, it's very similar. There was like tiny differences between every team, but yeah. What a hit. Oh my gosh. Before we go to the championship, something just came to mind, and you guys are probably, maybe one of you, is thinking like, hey, who led the regular season in points? Let's look at that. The Brando's Connor McDavid led it with 60 points in 52 games. Very spread out. A lot of different players here at the top. I had one where it was 4 Connor McDavids all at the top. A little bit more spread out this time. I believe that 33 goals is probably first too. It is. Closest is my Alex Ovechkin, who had 30. Again, this is the regular season. We can look at the playoff numbers. It's probably going to be people on Jarrett's team, because he's played an extra couple games. You can see the full playoff tree here. Why don't you just look at that for a few seconds while I continue to try to not have coughing fits. Yeah, it's Jarrett's Patrick Kane. 10 goals, 16 points. Pretty good. His Connor McDavid's got 15. His Cale Makar's got 11. You can see it's all Jarrett's team. There's Heiskin and there's Crosby. Oh, wait. Sorry. This is only his team. There we go. It's still Patrick McCann and his Connor McDavid, but then Denville's Connor McDavid is third. Still a lot of Jarrett's team, so it wasn't too inaccurate. All right, let's go into the championship. We're going to keep it with the same thing, though, just so it doesn't... I know it's already been pretty long. Let's go to Game 3. Tied 1-1, so we're going to simulate again. Who is going to have the edge in this series? It is the Jarretts. Will the Jarretts have the #1 overall pick? We are about to find out. Ethan with an early goal there from Patrick Kane. Let's simulate the rest of the first period. It's 1-1. Remember, the Jarretts are the ones in the lead. They are looking to win this in 4. Tied 2-2 going into the third period. Is anyone going to give them an edge here in regulation? It's Ethan's team with Austin Matthews making it 3-2. Still only a 1-goal game. If Ethan's teams win, it'll go to a Game 5. Ooh, Jarrett's team ties it up. We're going to have to go into the simulation. So if Jarrett's team scores a game-winning goal, they will have won the championship. If Ethan's team scores, it will go to a Game 5. They're going to try to score here in regulation. There's still 40 seconds. Plenty of time to put something in the back of the net. Ooh, McCarr was right in front of the net. Couldn't finish it. This is Brent Burns bringing it up. Trying to win it. Crosby. Ooh, what a save. Looks like we are going to go into overtime. Maybe one last chance. Kaprizov, a big save that will put this game in overtime, giving Ethan's team one last chance to try to force this into a Game 5. All right. It's Jarrett's team who wins the opening face-off of overtime. Ooh, are they going to win it right here? Shoots Vasilevsky with a big save. This is Patty Kane, who tries to get to the front of the net. Big save. Ooh, Connor McDavid, another big save. Ooh, Patrick Kane with a lot of open ice here. Good closeout by Josi and Cale Makar. Just absolutely intercept that puck. This is Jonathan Huberdeau. You know he's not going to be able to get it done. Finds Patrick Kane. Almost extended this to a Game 5. Here's Connor McDavid trying to get to the front of the net, but he loses it, and Vasilevsky will cover that puck up. Kaprizov tied up in the corner, trying to move it. He gets the puck again. This is David Pastrnak giving it to Kaprizov. Big save from Vasilevsky. Moves it to Matthew Tkachuk, who gives it to Kaprizov. That would have been the first overall pick winning goal. It felt like it was going to happen, but Vasilevsky stops them once again. This better not be like Panthers Hurricanes game. We'll see 4 overtimes. Ooh, Kaprizov could not get his own rebound. If he got his own rebound, that would have been it. Aaron Ekblad leading the rush here. Aaron Ekblad. Oh, Crosby. Oh, so close. Moving to the center of the ice. Connor McDavid shoots. And Vasilevsky once again determined to let this game go on forever. Alex Ovechkin trying to win it. Jonathan Huberdeau, you knew he wasn't going to be able to finish it. There was no chance. 1 second, and we are going to double OT. Let's see if someone can win it in double overtime. This is the first double overtime any of these sims have seen. Ethan's team wins it off. Remember, they're trying to force a Game 5. This is Jonathan Huberdeau. And the weakest backhand shot, because he doesn't know how to win a game. He doesn't know how to shoot. He should have just passed it off. Cale Makar does a good job to avoid taking a penalty there. Ooh, Connor McDavid. That would have been anticlimactic, to be honest. Patrick Kane finds Pastrnak behind the net, giving it to Roman Josi back at the point. This is Cale Makar. Lots of good passing in the zone, but it leads to nothing as McDavid loses the puck in the corner to McDavid. Matthews wins it back. This is Cale Makar giving it to Roman Josi. Gives it to Kaprizov. Loses the puck to Cale Makar. Cale Makar trying to finally end this. Johnny Gaudreau shoots, and Vasilevsky. I'm going to warn you guys of this now. There is no cup celebration in this. It's just going to either, if Jared's team scores, it's just going to cut, say, finish game. So hopefully you guys are going to be okay with that. Someone needs to get something done here. Miro Heiskanen finding Crosby. Can't find the back of the net. Mark Stone just sides. He doesn't want the puck anymore. Someone needs to get a power play or something, because we are going to triple overtime. And Jarrett's team has it in the offensive zone. It's Connor McDavid. Could not get around, and we have a power play, but it's for Ethan's team. David Pastrnak takes a slashing penalty. Oh boy. Cale Makar gives it to Ovechkin, who shoots, and it's deflected wide by Sidney Crosby. Goes back to the point. Austin Matthews shoots, and that's stopped by Vasilevsky. Crosby gets ragdolled. He's lucky that injuries are off. And they just took another penalty, didn't they? And why was that even a penalty? It was a penalty because it wants this game to go on for eternity. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And Crosby right there in the front of the crease, and Vasilevsky stops it once again. Elias Peterson, can he win it? No, he puts it wide. Oh my gosh. Nearly an ender, but it's got to go to quadruple overtime. Of course, it's been longer than an actual game, and it's been going on for eternity. And this is getting absolutely ridiculous. I've added so many sliders to try to make it end, and it hasn't helped. And someone needs to finish this. Maybe. Nope. Another save. Walks right in front, and there it is. Cale Makar ends my misery, ends your misery. In quadruple overtime, Jared's team will have the #1 overall pick due to Cale Makar winning it there in quadruple overtime. Goodness gracious, that went on forever. I cut that out. I cut a lot of parts out for you guys to watch, but I had to sit through all of that. Terrible. And here on the screen are the results of our draft order. I have it scheduled for September 30th at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you guys then.